by Antoine Fisher. Who will cry for the little boy walking home from the store? Who will cry for the little boy with potential galore? Who will cry for the little boy armed with Skittles and tea? Who will cry for the little boy harmless as can be? Who will cry for the little boy 140 pounds? Who will cry for the little boy on gated community grounds? Who will cry for the little boy? What makes him seem so suspicious? Who will cry for the little boy gunned down by a man so vicious? Who will cry for the little boy who cried and cried, help? Who will cry for the little boy who fought all by himself? Who will cry for the little boy who had dreams of succeeding? Who will cry for the little boy who now lays bleeding? Who will cry for this little boy? Justice has not been served. Who will cry for the little boy? The system has become unnerved. Who will cry for this little boy who the world has come to know? Who will cry for this little boy made to reap where he did not sow? Who will cry for Trayvon Martin? Will you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Brother Christoph Jenkins. Now we're honored to have here with us Dr. Avis Jones-DeWeeves, the Executive Director, doing such an amazing job there with the National Council of Negro Women. Won't you give her a hand? Won't you shout, no justice, no peace.
Thank you, brothers and sisters. I stand before you today, just one mother, representing the millions of mothers around this nation and around this world who cry out for justice for our son, Trayvon. I stand before you, like many of you out there today, a mother raising a black male child. A mother who has the burden of teaching my child each and every day those things he needs to know to perhaps one day save his life. But I stand before you knowing that there is no amount of motherly advice. There is no amount of wisely held counsel. There is no attire that could have saved Trayvon Martin from being chased and shot dead in the middle of the street. I come before you today to say that we are not here to debate a so-called hold your ground law. Because I am telling you that the one person that night who had the right to hold his ground and fight for his life is Trayvon Martin. And to Mr. Zimmerman's attorney, who was on the television the other day and talking about the fact that his client is not a racist, I say to you, I don't care if he's a racist, I care that he's a murderer. Give up the fight. We will be here until the last day, until the last minute, until the last hour, until we get justice for our child, Trayvon Martin. Why? Because we are, and we will never leave. Thank you.
No justice, no peace. Now we will have spoken word, another spoken word artist, Kavan, will come to us today. Won't you make some noise as she comes?
Thank you. My name is Kavan Ward, and I was inspired to write this piece Trayvon Martin. As I walked home while talking to Sydney on the phone, I noticed I was being watched. He sat in his car on his own phone, staring at me with a look of disgust. I looked closer and I saw his face, non-white. I'm safe. I've survived 17 years without catching a case. Wish I didn't have to be stereotyped and profiled because of my race. Just when I thought the coast was clear, when I thought I was safe, he jumped out of his car and I was being chased. I told Sydney, her voice vibrated over my headset, run. I said no, I'll just put on my hoodie and pick up my pace. Run for what? I'm not disturbing the peace. I just want to get home out of this rain, enjoy my Skittles and my Arizona iced tea. What's wrong with this man? He's still following me. I realized he was quickly approaching me, so I listened to Sydney and I ran because this man appeared crazy. I couldn't lose him though, he was determined. I couldn't run fast enough, he just cornered me. I felt my heart beating rapidly. It felt like my heart had jumped out of my chest onto my arm, like I was carrying my heart on my sleeve. But I managed to ask him calmly, "Why are you following me?" He replied, "What are you doing in my community?" He wasn't looking for an answer. His eyes were filled with malice and rage. Before I could say anything with force, he pushed me. My 140-pound, 17-year-old body defied reluctancy. I fell to the ground. My headset cut off. I couldn't even say goodbye to Sydney. I knew this 250-pound man could beat me, so I lay on the ground defenselessly. As he pulled out his gun and yelled, "Help! Help! Somebody help me, please!" My life flashed before my eyes. He had just hunted me down like I was his prey, and now it was time for him to kill me. I yelled help a couple of more times, but no one came to rescue me. Then boom! Suddenly I'm standing outside of my own body. I saw cars, people I didn't know, and a bunch of police. There, that's the man who shot me. Arrest him, please. What? No, why are you letting him go? He's the reason why I'm lying there deceased. Please allow my soul to rest in peace. Don't let that man walk away freely. I'm whisked away from my agony, no longer standing outside of my body. I feel like I'm in a dream as the words, "Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray to Lord my soul to keep. If I shall die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take." Are whispered in my ears. Then I see a light. I'm in a space so peaceful, calm, and serene, but I can't find mommy and daddy. I can't find Sydney and the rest of my friends and family. Then I hear a large crowd rallying. They're screaming, "No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace!" These people are chanting on behalf of me. I smile and I am thankful, and my soul is at peace. Because at that point, my purpose had been revealed to me. God used me as a vessel to combat racial profiling.
My brothers and my sisters, in the spirit of that poem, I need you to turn to your friend, whoever's beside you, and tell them this isn't just about today. Turn to somebody else, tell them this is not just about today. If this stops today, then it doesn't mean anything. This is about